Hey friends, Ryan here. Welcome back to the vlog. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. In my last video, I did a recap of my time at C2E2, and when I was planning this video, initially I was going to just have an update of my time between then and now, but as I was going through that past footage, it really seemed disconnected from what is going on in the world right now. So depending on when you're watching this, right now we're in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, and depending on where you are in the world, there's different rules set in place and shutdowns, lockdowns, things like that. Hopefully you are staying inside, staying safe, and kind of, helping the community. For myself, I'm not so much worried about getting the virus and getting sick. I'm relatively young, and if I do get it, the chances of me getting detrimentally ill are slim versus I'm more afraid of possibly passing it on to a loved one, and also just the elderly and the community. And yeah, so that's kind of what terrifies me. Also, there's the economic side of things and all that, and we'll kind of get into how I'm dealing with it and all that good stuff in the rest of this video. But yeah, that's kind of what we're in the middle of, and it's crazy and scary and unknown, and yeah, so trying to keep positive and move forward. So this project is one of the things I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just kind of rambling here, but it is a crazy time. Instead of having kind of a normal recap of my time, I kind of wanted to make things more current, and then moving forward in future videos, I'm going to try to have them more often to be more current, because I feel like things are changing and they can be drastically changing every day. So a video or moments from, just a few days ago, a week ago, or whatever, just feels really out of touch, and it's weird to put up videos like that when it's not current, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. In today's video, I'm gonna be trying to go over what I'm doing now, what my plans are, kind of my daily routines and things like that, and how that has differed from, my regular schedule, before the pandemic, before all these shutdowns and things like that, and all the scariness happened. So yeah, let's kind of jump in. I would love to know how you all out there are dealing with it, if you're doing well. What are your best practices and suggestions, things like that. And I'll ask you that throughout the video, because I do really want to know. And yeah, so kind of, I'm gonna break this down into some kind of basic things of life. So what I'm doing for food, what I'm doing for fun, socializing, getting my exercise and working out, and then kind of my work situation as well, and other hobbies and whatever else I can think of as we go along. But yeah, let's kind of get into it. So food-wise, grocery shopping is one of the things you can do. So depending on where you're at, you have different lockdowns in place. I'm currently in Chicago, Illinois, and we have a statewide kind of shelter in place. So what that means for us is really keeping at least 6 feet away from everyone when we're going out and about. And we're really only supposed to be out to grab essentials. So things like food, groceries, medicine, that kind of stuff is really the only reason we should be leaving our homes. And other than that, we're supposed to be trying to stay to curb, to lower the curve. And so we don't overrun our hospitals and our medical supplies and all that stuff. So you can read all about that. I am not an expert by any means, so I'll link to some CDC stuff and other good information that I've been kind of going by. And if you're in Illinois, I'll link to kind of the Illinois rules and regulations, all that good stuff. So food-wise, things haven't changed too much in terms of what I've been eating and cooking on a regular basis. The thing that has changed is kind of the grocery shopping, and yeah, because I was used to shopping pretty much 2 to 3 times, or once every 2 to 3 days, and now I'm trying to go and grab supplies for like 1.5 to 2 weeks at a time. And yeah, so that has been interesting, and I think the hardest part is the fresh produce. when it comes to meat and things like that, I at least can freeze that, but fresh stuff is hard. If maybe you guys have suggestions on how you do that. Do you just do recipes that don't require fresh ingredients, or have you gone to more frozen things? What are your suggestions? I would love to hear it. But yeah, that has been a little bit of a struggle. I usually go through kind of the fresh items pretty quickly, and then I don't have it for like a few days until I go and grocery shop again. So yeah, that has been interesting. You know, my current my regular schedule in terms of my meals are a pretty light breakfast and lunch, so something easy to make, or maybe it's leftovers from the day before, and then I do a nice dinner where I like cook and prep and all that stuff. So that's kind of my usual thing, and that hasn't changed too much, which I'm grateful for. But yeah, a lot of the recipes I do use fresh ingredients like greens and vegetables and fruits, and you know, I like to have that throughout my weekend. That has been the hardest part for me to think of how to best store things, or you know, keep that shelf life longer for those fresh things. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, let me know. I would love to hear it. Now, moving on to physical activity and exercise, that has definitely been a hard change for me. Prior to the pandemic, I was going to a climbing gym about 3 times a week, and having that activity really helped me. I may have mentioned it before, but I'm really bad about kind of a normal exercise routine that just has weights, and having that activity really pushes me, and I was really getting back into a rhythm of going to a gym and getting back into shape and all that good stuff. So that was tough. Now I'm getting back into having something regular. I've set up a little thing here at home. I have some free weights, as well as, you know, a pull-up bar and a mat and some basic things, so I am able to have that physical activity. I do have to work on my cardio a little bit more, but yeah, that has been taken a while to get used to. I hope when this is all over, I'm not terrible at climbing again. The last time I went to the gym, I was about to finish this V5, which I was super excited about. So hopefully I can kind of keep up that strength and stay motivated. And yeah, so what are you all doing? I know that a lot of gyms are doing classes out there, streaming classes and things like that. So that's super cool, and I might hop onto those as well. But yeah, so physical activity wise, I've just been doing free weights and just trying to just push myself to be motivated, so that when this is all over, I can hopefully be around where I ended at the gym, or maybe even better, because I am I'm actually doing more of a all body workout instead of just relying on climbing for the most part. All right, and now what have I been doing for fun and socially, and how am I working that in? Luckily, Emmy is here with me, so we are sticking through this together, and you know, I don't have to just be here by myself alone. I feel like that would be super tough. And yeah, doing a lot of video chatting, and you know, we have set up groups with our friends for just voice chats and text chat chains, and you know, yeah, video chatting is super important. I'm calling my family on a regular basis, and that I think is kind of one of the nice things. I mean, it's like silver lining is connecting with your friends a little bit more. You know, in all our busy lives, I've been meaning to do it, and you know, now that everybody's at home, there's kind of no excuse to not call up a friend. You know, do video chat. It's nice to see people's faces and hear the voices, and you know, stay in touch. You know, it's really easy to kind of hunker down and feel alone, but you know, all your friends are out there, your family's out there, and you can get through it together. So yeah, a lot of video chatting, voice chatting, texts, group chains, all that good stuff, testing out different, you know, platforms. And yeah, so that's been really helpful. Other things I've been doing for fun with friends are, you know, various games. We picked up Animal Crossing. I started a D&D campaign with friends, and I don't know, kind of getting all these group activities, and it's been a good time, and it's definitely been helpful for you know, my mental state and sanity, because I do miss them all dearly. And yeah, now moving on to work talk here and what I've been doing to try and keep busy and productive. Well, me, like many others, are in a very tight position. Work is pretty much, or my regular work is pretty much paused and kind of at a standstill at the moment until further notice. And it's super scary and crazy, but you know, I'm trying to keep positive and work on what I can, trying to find, you know, different ways of different revenue streams and different projects to work on and things like that. So when things hopefully start to return to normal, I can hit the ground running. And yeah, so different projects. So I have, you know, obviously this vlog. I'm trying to work on as many personal projects as I can. This upcoming week, I plan on having all the interviews from my backlog done and up. So yeah, a lot more video content, hopefully soon, and different other projects, trying to just get creative here as much as I can within the studio because I'm not leaving. But yeah, trying to keep positive. Other things, just to keep busy. I've been cleaning up the studio. I think that's one thing that is important, is to have a clean space, because for me, at least personally, if I'm looking at a mess, I like can't get anything done. And this is kind of the best time to clean up, to do a deep clean of the studio space. And hopefully I can keep up that habit, you know, into the future. And yeah, so yeah, things are tough. If you have any recommendations on things, I would love to hear it as well. But yeah, just trying to find different projects to work on, keeping myself busy. I'm constantly working and thinking about things, and yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like I've rambled long enough. Things are scary for everyone. Hopefully you're keeping safe. You know, the most important thing is that you and your loved ones are staying safe and healthy, and hopefully you're doing your part in keeping socially distant. I know I am. And yeah, so kind of a weird place to end off, but on positive notes, being able to talk to friends and family, you know, I'm so glad the internet is around and we're able to have that communication. And yeah, so that's been great. But yeah, kind of weird place to end off, but I don't know a better way to end this. So yeah, I'm planning on trying to get new videos out hopefully every 2 to 3 days or so. Like I said, I want to kind of keep more current because things are changing so quickly each and every day. I want to stay current, and yeah, so a little more of the daily stuff, maybe some kind of cooking things or other random things I'm doing throughout the day. Some maybe deeper dives into my self-portraits and how I'm creating everything. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, things like that, let me know. I do have some videos already planned. I wanted to go through my setups here, my gear, and all that stuff. But if you have anything you would like to see from me or anything like that, I would love to hear it. So yeah, just let me know. And with that, I will leave you there. Yeah, and with that, I'm going to end the video. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day, week. Until I next see you, take care. Bye-bye.